Hello and welcome back. Now we are at the Lord Regent mission, which is mission 6, Dunwall Tower.
You know what you're doing, I'm sure of that. You might consider trying not to set off any alarms. If you do, you can bet the Lord Regent will retreat up to the rooftop. Say he's got some kind of bunker up there. Watch yourself here, Corvo. The Lord Regent loves his newfangled technology. Word is, he had one of those watchtowers put up in the front courtyard. There's a moat out in front of the tower. If you're quick enough, you might be able to use it to get inside. Watch it, though. A friend of mine used to be a gardener here, and the moats are full of very hungry hagfish. Next time I see you, the Lord Regent will be a corpse. And if not, it's been a pleasure serving with you.
This is great one. Really, this one is great. Let's take.
Alpha got Doctor whistling on duty. Regent asks, how's he gonna hear this assassin from? Embarrassed? Doc for not bathing enough? He says the assassin's going to smell him in the dark.
I have a mind to dock you for too much conversing, guardsman.
Oh, no you won't. Because I helped with the new alarms the Lord Regent asked for. And he says to me, good work. That's right, me. For a second, I thought he might even shake hands, but then, no.
Quiet.
We will need the bedtime one.
Attention Dunwall Tower personnel. All new assignments report directly to the duty officer.
Someone there? Help!
How I miss some action. Really, my high chaos is really the greatest way to play this game.
Attention Dunwall Tower personnel. All new assignments report directly to the duty officer.
Don't you love the view from here?
This place makes me sad.
Why is that?
This was where the Empress was killed by that wretched murderer. Everything changed for the worse after that day.
It was a dark day for sure, but things were already bad with the plague. In any case, I wouldn't dwell on it. Let me comfort you.
I need to get back to work.
Can I come by and see you later?
I don't think it's a good idea tonight.
If the plague were to take the entire city, or flames consume it.
This was where the Empress was killed by that wretched murderer. Everything changed for the worse after that day.
It was a dark day for sure, but things were already bad with the plague. In any case, I wouldn't dwell on it. Let me comfort you.
I need to get back to work.
Can I come by and see you later?
I don't think it's a good idea tonight.
His entire family was taken by the plague. It's just him now. If the plague were to take the entire city, or flames consume it, Dunwall Tower would be the last to fall. The Lord Regent resides here, as do those who await their turn with the executioner, though their apartments differ.
Mistake by my part.
Everything changed for the worse after that day.
It was a dark day for sure, but things were already bad with the plague.
I want to know what he says. Him and his big moat. Does he expect a whole army? Moat. All that water does is bring mosquitoes and invite vermin into the courtyard. You're the assassin they've been talking about. Listen, I don't like these people either. I beg you, just let me live so I can see my children again. Every day I work here is another day I risk offending that tyrant and getting thrown into Coldridge prison. Listen, I can help you. Just use that valve to open the moat overflow gate. You can get access to the tower's main doors from there. Oh, watch out for the hagfish. I've seen him take a finger off. supervisor.
Not a good idea. Oh shit. Okay, this is not a good place. What I'm going to buy next time, I'm not sure.
Your report, General Tobias?
Everything is secure on the grounds, Lord Regent.
It won't hurt to check again. I'm going to head down and retire to my bedroom.
Begging your pardon, sir, but I think it would be best if you stay in your safe room on the roof for now.
I need the comfort of my own bed tonight.
I trust you and your men can handle the tower security. Double guard if you have to.
Come see me before you finish your rounds.
Yes, as you wish, Lord Regent. I'm heading up. Keep this area...
Oh, I'll find you.
I'll feed your heart to the hounds! Rotten boy. The man who was jackass.
I'm going to head down and retire to my bedroom.
Begging your pardon, sir, but I think it would be best if you stay in your safe room on the roof for now.
I need the comfort of my own bed tonight. I trust you and your men can handle the tower security. Double guard if you have to. Come see me before you finish your rounds.
Yes, as you wish, Lord Regent.
Hello? General Tobias.
What's happening down there?
Hey, you don't look so good.
Is anyone there? General Tobias? I insist that someone speak to me. Well... Can anyone hear me?
Why is he on the rooftop now? Money. It shouldn't be on the roof actually, but...
Huh? Double the guards at every post. For now, I recommend you stay in the tower's safe room and try to remain calm.
Okay, I am calm. It's imperative. It is locked and secure and in its proper place.
Yes, Lord Regent. Remember, your roof fortifications are completely secure, even if all else should go.
Ah, yes. I'm feeling up in the weapon.
Of course. Let's use the safe component.
A citywide ban on whale oil is now in effect. Citizens are encouraged to bring any whale oil in their possession to the City Watch at once. Anyone caught burning oil will be subject to arrest. This message is a directive from the Lord Regent himself. We must all trust in the Regent. Please don't hurt me. You're here to kill the Regent, aren't you? Spare my life, and I can help you beat him. He makes recordings on audiograph, secrets. Some that would destroy him if others heard. Played on this amplifier, his confessions would be broadcast throughout the city. He'll be ruined. The audiograph card you want is in a safe in the Lord Regent's room. But I was able to see the combination over his shoulder. 935. Trust me, what's recorded on that card will do the trick. Good luck.
Let's show you the non-lethal way of the Rot Regent.
If I explain, then you will see I am not at fault. My poverty eradication plan was meant to bring prosperity to the city, to rid us of those scoundrels who waste their days in filth and drink, without homes or occupations other than to beg for the coin for which the rest of us toil. And it was a simple plan. Bring the disease-bearing rats from the Pandician continent and let them take care of the poor for us. The plan worked perfectly at first. But the rats, it was as if they sought to undo me. They hid from the catchers and bred at a sickening rate. Soon it didn't matter. Rich, poor, all were falling sick. And then people began to ask questions. The Empress assigned me to investigate whether the rats had been imported by a foreign power. I knew the truth would come out eventually, so there was no other way than to be rid of her and take power myself. She had to die, you see. She had to die. Bringing about the death of an empress is not an easy thing. But it gave me the chance to attack the plague with some real authority. Quarantines, deportation of the sick. But there's always some idiot woman searching for her wretched lost babe, or some sniveling workman searching for his missing wife. And then quarantine is broken. But you can see how my plan should have worked. Would have worked. If everyone had just followed orders. If I explain, then you'll see I am not at fault. My poverty eradication plan was meant to rid us of those scoundrels who waste their days in filth and drink, without homes or occupations other than to beg for the coin for which the rest of us toil. And it was a simple plan. I order you to put down your weapons. This is treason.
It's over, Hiram. Your head will roll for what you've done.
No! I'll make you rich men if you just let me go. I beg you.
You nearly destroyed this city. No amount of money will undo that. Get him ready for the walk to Coldridge Prison.
Yes, sir.
No, he is the one who gets caught.
Stupid rats. Plague. Elixir. So much crap.
Get back.
Oh, my dear, I miss you so. If only I'd put on a mask and attended your party. Where could he have gone? He just vanished after Coldridge. If someone has her, why haven't they come forward? Unless it's related. I wish I had Campbell's counsel right now. He'd have ideas. If someone has her, why haven't they come forward? Unless it's related.
Get out of here now!
I wish I had Campbell's counsel right now. He'd have ideas.
Huh? Guards! Where are you?
Oh shit, man. Shit.
Huh? You there, move along!
If someone has... Why haven't they come forward? Oh, yes. Later.
Hey, you don't look so good. get wherever you're going.
If someone has... Why haven't they come forward? Unless it's related.
Someone there? Someone help me out!
Let's take out some cards, even though I didn't want to.
If someone has... Why haven't they come forward? Unless it's If only I was masked and attended your party. Where could he have gone? He just vanished after Coldridge. Where could he have gone? He just vanished after Coldridge. I wish I had this council right now. If someone has... Why haven't they come forward? Unless it's related. Where could he have gone? He just vanished after Coldridge.
Let's see where they went. Not even here anymore, okay? We have taken care of him.
Huh?
Are you kidding me, man? I really have to take you out.
And this train needs to go to the torture... I mean, the Royal Interrogator.
Oh no. Why do I have to take it?
He's harmless, unless you're scheduled for execution or for questioning.
He's so strange. Always working on something he keeps secret. And he has that brute of a dog.
Trust me, he's gentle as a lamb. Now, take him his food.
Oh no!
Ah, shit.
That brute of a dog.
Trust me, he's gentle as a lamb. Now, take him his food.
Are you kidding me? Why do you see me? Why do you see me?
That brute of a dog.
Trust me, he's gentle as a lamb. Now, take him his food.
Strange noises from the end of the hallway.
It's probably coming from the torturer's rooms. He's a walking freak show. Just stay clear of him. Everyone does.
What's wrong with him?
He's mute. But it's more than that. I heard the overseers were furious because they suspect him of practicing the dark arts. But the Regent ordered them to leave him alone for...
Oh shit. I accidentally jumped on their head.
Sir, I've been hearing strange noises.
I will. Oh no!
Okay.
Sir, I've been hearing strange noises from the end of the hallway.
It's probably coming from the torturer's rooms. He's a walking freak show. Just stay clear of him. Everyone does.
What's wrong with him?
He's mute. But it's more than that. I heard the overseers were furious because they suspect him of practicing the dark arts. But the Regent ordered them to leave him alone for now.
I can't kill him. I would love to kill this torturer guy, but I'm not going to kill him. Because I'm going for God, so... Oh. Look at that guy. The fact that he even made no noise is surprising.
Here you are, Corvo, within the high walls of your enemy's stronghold. You're an unstoppable force, it seems, but also unpredictable. The Lord Regent lives, despite all he's done, and that is most surprising. The last year must have been agony for such a tightly wound man, watching as the plague spiraled out of control, as people on the streets went mad and died bleeding from the eyes, knowing that it was all his fault. As you hunted down his people one by one, and finally came for him, he must have realized that all his planning was for nothing, and that must have been exquisitely terrifying. But in the end, you chose the more measured response. What will that mean in the days to come, I wonder? I've lived a long, long time, and these are the moments I wait for.
Divided. Can two enemies occupy the same body? No, for the first will direct it one way, and the second another, until they stumble into a ditch. Likewise, two contrary thoughts cannot long abide in a man's mind, or he will become weak-willed and subject to any heresy. Restrict the lying tongue that is like a spark in a man's mouth. It is such a little thing, yet from one spark, an entire city may burn to the ground. The father of a lie will suffer a punishment compounded by each person related. They pay no heed to the boundary stones of other men's fields. They wander foreign lands, only to return with their souls blackened by iniquity.
See something?
Okay, it's not good.
Second, another, until they stumble into a ditch. Like
what? Keep close.
Oh.
Second, another, until they stumble into a ditch. Likewise, two contrary thoughts cannot long abide in a man's mind, or he will become weak into everything. An entire city may burn to the ground. The father of a lie will suffer a punishment compounded by each person related. Restrict roving feet that love to trespass. They pay no heed to the boundary stones of other men's fields. They wander into foreign lands, only to return with their souls blackened by iniquity.
Okay. This guy is no good.
Second, another, until they stumble into a ditch. Likewise, two contrary thoughts cannot long abide in a man's mind, or he will become weak-willed and subject to any heresy.
I have a better idea now. At least I know where.
Second, another, until they stumble into a ditch. Likewise, two contrary thoughts cannot long abide in a man's mind, or he will become weak-willed and subject to any heresy. Restrict the lying tongue that is like a spark in a man's mouth. It is such a little thing, yet from one spark, an entire city may burn to the ground. The father of a lie will suffer a punishment compounded by each person related. Restrict roving feet that love to trespass. They pay no heed to the boundary stones of other men's fields. They wander. What?
Guard! To me!
I should stop doing
his
bullshit.
Mouth. It is such a little thing, yet from one spark, an entire city may burn to the ground. The father of a lie will suffer a punishment compounded by each person related. Restrict roving feet that love to trespass. They pay no heed to the boundary stones of other men's fields. They wander into foreign lands, only to return with their souls blackened by iniquity. Restrict an errant mind before it becomes one way, and the second another, until they stumble into a ditch. Likewise, two...
What the boys is that?
Heard something.
Tell me again what you'll do if Slack Jaw and his Bottle Street boys jump you. Please, not now.
city's dead.
Whacked in the head? Eat metal. Feed him to the hounds.
Okay, 3 people.
Better not be a joke.
How do I do this? How do I do this?
Half the city's dead.
Better idea.
Dragged off by the overseers for some black magic nonsense?
I don't need shit from you.
Okay. Gotta be patient, it seems.
Hey, don't you owe me a drink? You always amuse me.
Stupid god.
know that one day you'll be grown up. I wonder what you'll remember of these years.
This is great.
Will you recall your time as a child with fondness? Or were there too many caretakers, formal dinners, and lessons about boring old history? Maybe the precious hours we spent together will shine brighter. Time captured now and then with your mother and with Corvo, who was always close to my heart. I hope the season of rats and plague will be nothing more than a passing shadow on your early memories. A crisis come and passed, weathered by your mother and her advisors. You'll sit on the throne someday, and will do well, I hope. It's a tricky life, full of responsibility and peril. It was not your choice to be the daughter of an empress, but I believe you'll rise to the challenge. Stay good-hearted, Emily. Keep drawing and telling stories, and only share your power with those you truly trust.
Bye. I have locked her up there. She can't go out from there.
Someone's supposed to be on duty over here.
Help! Firing!
To me!
Violent tendencies. Oh, okay.
Huh?
Someone get up!
Okay. Actually, I'm done, but I have to go to the roof. Then I should be done.
What was that?
to take the entire city, or flames consume it, Dunwall Tower would be the last to fall.
For real. Come on, mate, it's not even funny. I never used the heart on the top one.
Keep clear of its legs. Somewhere atop that contraption, there is a man. It has other surprises in store, not just height. He believes the machine he walks on makes him invincible. They walk about plague, above the rats, above the flooded streets. They use their height to advantage. What kind of leader would do such against their own people? Most of the city watchmen call them tall boys. Somewhere atop that contraption, there is a man.
Oh shit. No, I made it though. Okay.
If the plague were to take the entire city, or flames consume it, Dunwall Tower would be the last to fall.
Is it all done? You ready to go back to the Hound Pits? Thanks to you, Corvo. All right, let's go.
As you can see, we didn't kill anyone and we got never detected. We defeated the Lord Regent's torturer and exposed the Lord Regent's corruption publicly.
Big changes. Makes me uneasy, to tell the truth. A small fry like me always gets the worst of it. But maybe it's going to be different now. The Lord Regent is gone. The Abbey has a new High Overseer. I'm guessing our work is almost done. The others are in the bar. No doubt waiting to raise a glass in your name. Me, I think I'll just linger out here if you don't mind. Reflect on things while we have a moment. Congratulations, Corvo. I know it's a good day, but the rats are still here, aren't they? I look out at the river and still see the bodies going by. I wonder if the Admiral could get me a post in the Navy. I don't need anything fancy.
Attention Dunwall citizens. Hiram Burroughs, once known as the Lord Regent, is no longer in power. His corrupt and illegitimate regime has come to a close. Long live the Empress!
I guess you'll be headed back to the tower soon. Gonna be a little easier this time, I hope. The river was in a temper this morning. Well, it's got moods, it does, like my poor wife used to. If you should have any need of me, I'll still be ready to go, Corvo. Just because the Lord Regent is defeated doesn't mean I'll get lazy.
I'm taking part in history here.
Corvo! Everyone says you did something good tonight.
He's done it. Word is spreading all over the city. The tyranny is over. By this time tomorrow, Emily will be on the throne. After that, we'll clear your name and put everything we've got into rebuilding the city.
I wish there were more of a city to rule. Most of Dunwall is rats with corpses.
The Admiral's right, I'm afraid. Corvo, you did your job while the rest of us sat on our asses. Our work starts tomorrow.
Tonight, rest easy. Tomorrow, we crown an empress. To Corvo, the man who served to change the course of history.
To Emily Cole, and the new dawn rising for Dunwall and the Empire.
She'll need higher mathematics, court protocol, and cosmology, of course. Do you provide these things?
You'll always drink...
Of course not, no. I just think I should have a central role. She trusts me.
It's true, she does.
Eat well tonight, Corvo. You've earned it. We'll find this man down. Part of the Lord's Regent's ring of skulking spies and killers.
You know, Emily is quite special. She's learned from all of us, you especially. She trusts you absolutely, I believe. What will you do after this, I wonder? Get married? Just think, I'll have tutored an empress. I know we're supposed to relax now. I wish I could. It will be good to hear people laugh in the streets again. Emily's happier, I think.
She's such a quiet child sometimes. We're leaving tomorrow, aren't we? I don't know if I want to go back to the tower. I can be Empress from anywhere, right? Maybe a ship. You're not going to leave me when I'm Empress, are you? I made a list of all the swear words the Admiral uses. But Callista made me throw it away. I hope I'll make a good Empress. Overseer Martin says I will. How many dresses will I have when I'm Empress? Callista says 100, but I just don't know if that's enough. Admiral Havelock smells like tobacco. Do you think I can order him to throw away his cigars?
Gotta get the beds in order.
Transfer of deceased persons to disposal centers in the flooded district.
I'll actually miss this dank, dreary building when we return to the manor. Hello, Corvo. The Pendletons owe you a debt. At last, an Empress on the throne again. Blood will tell. So many dead. When things are better, I will suggest my lord fund a memorial to them. Everyone deserves to be remembered. I'll need some men to move these furnishings back to the manor.
One of the strangest campaigns I ever fought. There's a pretty little forest just north of Holdfast, just waiting to be turned into frigates.
Campbell's Black Book lets me control the Abbey, but only at a price. We took control of the Abbey through blackmail, but perhaps over time we can wield a more legitimate authority. Callista is losing her faith, I fear. I must speak to her about that. Callista is a special case. She has more influence over Emily than anyone else, except maybe you. Campbell's Black Book lets me control the Abbey, but only at a price.
Do you think Piero will ever want to marry? I mean, hypothetically. You talk to him more than I do.
I wonder what the histories will say of me. I must remember to burn that memoir. I must have a portrait made. Maybe Sokolov will do it, after what we've been through here. I really must get a wife. Still a few boils left, I suppose. Which was the prudish one again? Emily comes first. In a pinch, Wallace could manage the estate. You speak less and do more than any man I have known. I swear I'll help you find the murderer who struck down the Empress. Your life will be changed very soon. When this is over, I'm going to have a truly fantastic set of clothes made.
The outsider has failed at destroying Dunwall. The people have been brought to their knees, but they are strong and are beginning to rise again.
Emily's first act will be to rescind the warrant for your arrest. We can finally take that mask off. The city watches rot through and through. Time to impose a little Navy discipline.
Attention, Dunwall citizens. Do not attempt to interfere with the regular transfer of deceased persons to disposal centers.
Maybe they'll let me sleep in tomorrow. Congratulations, Mr. Corvo. The Lord Regent falls, and I'm still here. Something good is coming. I could feel it. Emily is taller and more beautiful each day.
I'm impressed, Corvo. Maybe we can work out a separate deal for the head of the Academy. You've done things no one else could. Are the others afraid of you?
It won't be long now, barring some unfortunate turn of events or betrayal.
This is a chance, Corvo. Such a chance comes once in 1,000 years. We'll rebuild Dunwall. My devices, my designs, an entire city by Piero. Do you need me to put something together for you?
It won't be long now, barring some unfortunate turn of events or betrayal. I will soon have a very astonishing title. Royal Vision. No, it's too much like Sokolov. Maybe it's time for a change. A reimagining, something that will shape the Academy of Natural Philosophy to its stones. Royal Alchemist. Physicist. Royal astrological metaphysician.
Attention Dunwall citizens. Please prepare for a temporary disruption in city government services. Remain alert for further details.
Let's go from this entrance. This one. Low kills.
Samuel, you move like you've been drinking. Did the poison work its magic? Is he dead?
It better have worked. It cost me a month's profit.
Yes, sir. I believe Corvo has breathed his last. Just as you wanted.
You've done a fine job.
Remember, we need the body. If we come forward with the corpse of the man who murdered the Empress, we'll be greeted as heroes.
Yes, it'll grant us legitimacy. We'll be the men who rescued Emily and brought down the Lord Regent and his assassin. You'll see to the body, won't you, Samuel?
Yes, sir. I'm sorry something terrible, Corvo. But I only gave you half the poison. They were watching me and it was all I could think to do. I think you're strong enough to survive that. I'll put you on a raft, and then I've got to ship out myself before they find out I've gone against their wishes. Snakes. They'll want to do the same to me as soon as I've outlived my uses. Hopefully you'll wake up and find your way out of this cursed city.
This is the one who was with the Empress when she died. Poison. Tivian stuff. Amateur work. He'll live. That's up to Dowd.
I know a great deal, bodyguard. I recognize those marks on your hand. A gift from your friend. The one who talks to you in the dark. Talks to you when you visit his shrines. I visited those shrines too. And I know what it felt like to shove a blade into your Empress. But I don't know you. Who you are, and who you fight for. You're a mystery. and I can't allow that.
Here you are at last, in a ruined and drowning world, held captive by the man who killed your Empress, the assassin Dowd. Your friends poisoned you and dumped your body in the river. Did they do it to protect themselves, so no one would ever know what they'd done? Or was it because they were a single move away from controlling an empire, and they knew you'd never let them manipulate Emily? Maybe none of these. Perhaps that's just the nature of man.
To this day I don't understand why they thought that it was a good idea to just bring him in there, because you can escape easily anyway, so... Time for another cut. Thank you for watching and goodbye.